Well, I hope you enjoyed Popeye's Chicken Sandwich Part 2. But in response to some of the social media chatter that's been going on about people raving over franchise brands and not supporting folks in the community, I have a surprise for you. What we are going to be looking at today are the amazing offerings of Southern Girls desserts. Now, what we have here on my little rotating causeway, my lazy Susan of wonderfulness, is three delectable treats from Southern Girls Desserts. We have a award-winning championship sweet potato cupcake. I said sweet potato cupcake. We also have a red velvet. Now this is something that is entered into cupcakery, and people love the red velvet cupcakes. These are available as well, along with several other flavors. There are lemon cupcakes, there are chocolate cupcakes, there are of course vanilla cupcakes. They previewed a caramel apple cupcake. They also have a peach cobbler cupcake. Did you hear me? I said a peach cobbler cupcake because you didn't think you could have so many layers of deliciousness in one little dessert. So instead of just it being peach cobbler, which is delicious, it is peach cobbler cupcake, which is absolutely out of control. And since they did not have a peach cobbler cupcake for me, I instead got some peach cobbler. Now, look at the height of this container, okay? The height of this container is the same height of the pan in which they make the cobbler. Now, you know there are some cobblers that are cake batter crumbled up on top with some butter and everything else. That is not how this cobbler is. This is a like triple lasagna depth cobbler with that old good fashioned crust that slops over the edges like your grandmama got a phone call in the middle of rolling it out and forgot what she was doing, just kind of laid it on there and it kind of dripped and draped over the edges, and then the peach bubbliness just kind of gooshes out on the sides and drip down, and when you touch it because you're too fast on the pan, you burn your tongue off and then you can't even taste the cobbler until next week. That's how deep and thick this cobbler is. This is what we're looking at. Hey, Amy, can you help me out? Because I done up and forgot my fork for the cobbler. I'm gonna start on the cupcake, but I don't have a fork for my cobbler. If you could, please, good friend. So what we have at first, no Marvelous, it is not at Popeye's. This is at Southern Girl Desserts. You can find them at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. They are on the second level. They are on the parking lot side of the mall. So the Crenshaw side, and then there's the parking lot side. You park on the bottom, you can walk right up to the door, then see the sign as soon as you park. They are delicious. They have an outdoor thing. Unlike at Popeye's, you will not be waiting 20 minutes because their cupcakes are always ready and always delicious. Now, let's talk about this sweet potato cupcake. Now, everybody has had all sorts of different cupcakes. When I was growing up, you just had like a thank you so much. You just had you like a Betty Crocker pack and some paper cups that you threw in a little tin, and that was your cupcake. What happened is that all of a sudden people realized that you could sell a cupcake instead of 25 cents like at your little bake sale, you could sell a cupcake for like $4 or $5. And so it became this whole thing. And my good friends, Katara Hampshire Coleman and Shoneji Robinson moved out here, stepped out on faith, and they decided that they were going to sell their delicious desserts based on the notion of Southern hospitality and grandmamas all throughout the South. And this sweet potato cupcake, which helped them win Cupcake Wars, is the culmination of that sort of sensibility. And I can tell you right now, you smell it, and it smells like Thanksgiving at Big Mama's house. This is a really, I'm gonna get some of this little frost in here. Oh man. So this has hints of a lot of other spice cakes. Cakes are, you know, those cinnamon, those nutmeg, those holiday sort of flavors. So like a sweet potato pie, you're going to have some of that. But what this cupcake brings to it in terms of moistness and density is the binding chemistry of what a sweet potato brings into the mix. So you talk about something that is substantive, and where the cupcake, look at the, do you see how this is caking? This is something, whoa. Oh, see, I'm not losing a crumb of this. If you think I have, you are absolutely silly, because that is not happening. So what they have done is they have bound up this sweet potato flavor, and when you put it into your mouth, you don't know what you're going to expect. What it tastes like is that you are biting into a piece of sweet potato pie that you can hold without it going crazy all over you. That's the magic of the cupcake technology that is present in Southern Girls Desserts. That magic that they are bringing to the program. Here, You people who don't live in LA, I feel sorry for you. But Kasimu Harris, you're coming into town on Thursday. Get yourself to the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. So this is the signature. This is the flagship. I don't even know about the nutritional information, but this is not something you eat every day anyway. I'm gonna have to take another metformin this evening, but this is a stunning piece of baking technology right here. This is amazing. Now, I had never had red velvet cake before I went down to the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Didn't know what a red velvet cake was. I eventually saw what a red velvet cake looked like on the inside thanks to the armadillo cake in that scene from Steel Magnolias. It did not look enticing. It looked like an autopsy, according to Weezer. And so I did not know what to expect when I was going to first bite into a piece of red velvet cake. So it very quickly became apparent. Let me tell you something else about this. I'm going to interrupt my story for a second. You know how when you put ridiculous amounts of sugar in a baked good, there's kind of like a tappy kind of hard crust as the sugar renders out and kind of scooges on top and then kind of makes a little crusty, like crumb texture-y thing on top of the cake? Man, look. So I had no idea that red velvet cake was a chocolate cake. And when I first tried it, I'm gonna get some of this this cream cheese frosting on top of it. No, do you see the little design accents they put on there? So you got some little extra crumb-sterity on top of their little swirl of stuff on there. So a real red velvet cake is a chocolate cake. It's supposed to be a chocolate cake. It's not just about the food dye, it's about the flavor. This has a rich, intense chocolate finish, which is amazing. And it is quite apparent to anybody who knows what a real red velvet cake is supposed to taste like that this is the real deal. They have, I think, a total of 10 or 12 different kinds of cupcakes. Then they also have pecan pie, they have sweet potato pie, they have banana pudding, they have peach cobbler, they have regular like full-size cakes that are like tall, so double layer white cake with chocolate frosting. They have coffee cake. They have a thing called Southern Obsession, which I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like an ambrosia, but kind of baked and bread pudding-esque, and it's just like a combination of magical flavors that these ladies have put together. Delicious food. Now, I obviously am not eating 3 entire cupcakes because that would be ludicrous. But what I am doing is I'm going to sample some of this cobbler. Now, this is a peach cobbler. This cobbler is so cobbler, it's cobbler from the French. Cobbler de pêche. And I'm looking at chunks of crust, the drippage on these peaches up in here. Oh, the smell. Oh. Now, this is enough. Now, if you're greedy, or you're at homecoming maybe, you could walk around with this couple cobbler up and down Wanish Way, up past SBI, bust a left onto the set, go up past Lee Hall, where the women's dorms used to be, and just walk around the perimeter of the campus and enjoy this cobbler. Because these ladies, these ladies have thrown it down, is what I'm saying. And there's more than enough to share. Some of these places, this is a $7 thing of cobbler that could easily feed 2 people that weren't insane or unafraid of diabetes. And I think that this represents an extraordinary value. I can't even begin to imagine what the full pan of cobbler costs, but if you're doing a wedding or a baby shower, first birthday, anniversary, whatever, they do catering for everything. If you want to give people bite-sized portions that they can sample so that they can have more than one thing without feeling guilty, they make little mini cupcakes that they sell by the dozens for special occasions. It really is an amazing place to get some amazing sweets. Southern Girls Desserts at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall on the lower level, right across from the parking lot. So you know where there's the Cinemark Theater there, and the parking lot is right next to the Cinemark Theater. So if you park under, you can literally see them. If you park up top, take the stairs down and bust a left until you see them, because it really is delicious. All 3 of these desserts, and I've had most of the things. I bought my wife a sugar cookie yesterday too, because I know I was going to be doing this. The sugar cookies are massive. They're like this. They're like if a Popeye's pickle was on growth hormone, but not sour, delicious. They have big old sugar cookies. They have chocolate chip cookies. And you can get literally anything that you want. If you are seeking that homemade flavor, if you were a transplant, if you went to ASU, if you were on a MEAC, HBCU or SIAC or CIAA, whatever, if you're a bison and you're looking for something that Ms. Jenkins used to make in the calf and you just haven't been able to find it yet, you need to get on down to Southern Girls Desserts, because they are doing it every single day. And unlike a certain chicken franchise, they are also open on Sundays, because I got all of this deliciousness on a Sunday. So please, make the choice that will make your mouth happy and go to Southern Girls Desserts, because I'm telling you, they are the business. Support your Rattlers, support your sisters, Deltas, get on up in here, D9 folks, anything that you need, they can do it for you. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to take one more thing of cobbler, because I've already had the cupcakes before. Can you taste the love tonight? My fork is full of love. These cupcakes here in this deep-ass cobbler tin make me feel so well. Tom is talking. Like, follow, subscribe. Go to bit.ly/Tom is talking. Like and follow here at Facebook/TL Cunningham. We are going to be doing this. We love doing it for you. We have more to come. Please continue to enjoy and support, and we will be back again. Tom is talking.